Hello, everybody out there. It's Timothy here with Mana Rocks, and it is an exciting day because we finally get to draft War of the Spark. This is probably the most exciting set, at least hype-wise, that I've ever been around for in the 6 years I've been playing. And haven't done, one draft, couple sealed, some two-headed giant. Yeah, it's a complicated set where it's easy to mess up and make mistakes. The draft I did was really fun. It was kind of a green-red deck with some casual splashes for casualties of war and Tulsamir, but no big deal. I have no idea how to approach this format as far as drafting goes. I know how I feel about individual cards, but I might have been wrong about a lot of stuff. We're gonna do a couple drafts of this set, kind of get a feel for it, and then give an opinion about it. Right now, we'll just go ahead and do a traditional War of the Spark draft. So, if this is your first time joining me on the channel or first time watching a arena draft, the way it works is you play until you get to 5 wins or 2 losses, whichever comes first. As soon as you hit either of those, the game is over for you, or the draft is over for you. And you're hoping to hit at least 3 wins before you hit your second loss to break even. 1,500 gems to enter, 1,500 gems for going at least 3 and 2, and then you net more by going higher than that. I mostly just want to get a feel for the cards, the interactions, and the spells, and the draft itself. It's also kind of unique to Arena, where drafting early on gives you kind of an idea of how the bots work too, which isn't something you necessarily get in real life to the same extent you do on Arena. So you can kind of see what cards are wheeling from the bots. They usually tweak these later on in the draft, but enough about that. This is our first draft, so we're probably going to talk about the cards a little bit more than we usually do in our drafts. But before we go ahead and take our first pick here, remember to subscribe to the channel below. Find us on Twitter at MTG_ManaRocks, and let's get going. Dreadhorde Butcher. This card seems good, but it's really bad when you're behind. Again, I haven't drafted the format yet to know how good the archetypes are. Like red-black has a lot of sacrifice stuff going on, and it seems appealing. If you don't know the cards, I'll kind of, gloss over the ones I'm really thinking about. It's 2 mana, 1/1 haste. It gets a counter whenever it deals damage to a player or planeswalker, and when it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. So if you can get that first hit in and start snowballing with it, it's really good. I'm not even sure it's better than just like Merfolk Skydiver, which is 2 mana, 2/2. Or it can throw a counter on any creature, but a lot of times just going to throw a counter on itself, and then it can proliferate for 5 mana. I actually think the Skydiver is probably better than the Butcher, or at least it's more, what's the word? It's more reliable, it's more consistent. I think Ashiok is terrible unless your whole deck is built around it. It's just a mill card that stops your opponent from searching their library. Not super relevant for limited. And then the other card I would consider here is Band Together. Probably one of Green's best commons. It lets 2 of your creatures punch one of your opponent's creatures, and they don't deal damage back. So I like that. I think I'm going to go with the Skydiver here. It is kind of nice to try out rares early on, though. Again, we're trying to get a feel for the format more than we are just trying to spike this tournament. So a lot of times I'll take rares early on just to kind of see how they play out, because you don't get to play with them as often. I know this card's good. It just looks good, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take the Dreadhorde Butcher. Oh, wow. Completely off color. We get past a Johnny the Greathearted, which I do think is a bomb. Also note, there's a Planeswalker in every pack. If for some reason you're watching this and you don't know anything about War of the Spark, there is a Planeswalker in every pack. So Ashiok was ours, but we got past a Johnny, which is, in my opinion, a good reason to kind of waffle here and possibly abandon our first pick and just take this thing. 4 mana, 5 loyalty. Your creatures have vigilance, +1 gain 3 life, -2 put a 1/1 counter on all of your creatures, and a loyalty on all of your other planeswalkers. This is a really strong card. Green-white definitely has a proliferate theme going to it. There's a lot of creatures that come down with counters or put +1 counters. In fact, we see another one right here. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Gain a life for each creature you control. If I wanted to stick with the Dreadhorde Butcher, I would take the Cruelty, because Cruelty is possibly the best common in the set. But I'm going to take a Johnny, and we'll kind of waffle back and forth till we have an idea of where we're going here. I like Gateway Plaza. Mana Fixin's good. There's a lot of Mana Fixin in this set, and there's a lot of reason to splash multiple colors. I think Teo is one of the weaker planeswalkers. He can basically make 2 walls with Defender, but that's about all he does, and you having Hexproof doesn't matter. My pick here is probably going to be the Trusted Pegasus. Jumps another creature into the air. Plays pretty well with a Johnny. Nice with Vigilance too, because you don't really have to worry about what you're attacking with. You just send them in there. Pyro Helix was pretty good in the last format we saw it in. I think it was Kaladesh, right? It's a little bit worse here because the 2/2s aren't as important as they would be in a lot of other sets. I kind of overstated how strong 2/2s would be in this set. I do like having a couple, but they fall off in the late game. Let's take Trusted Pegasus. Kasmina is also a nice one. I do want to stay open, right? I don't want to just force myself into the colors, so I'm going to draft what appears to be open here until I know for a fact what is open. Butcher does not seem like it's panning out, and I think Kasmina is the best card in the pack here. Thunderdrake's decent, but Kasmina is a better blue card, and I like Rubble Belt Rioters based on the one draft I did. It played out pretty well, but I don't think it's amazing. Bond of Flourishing is a card that I wouldn't mind having in a deck either, but it's not amazing. I could take a green card. I could take any of these green cards and they would play out fine, but I'm going to take what appears to be the best card in the pack and still just kind of keep myself open until I know for sure. Here's another one, Saheeli. The hybrid Planeswalkers are awesome because there's so many decks you can actually end up playing them in. This one says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you make a 1/1 servo, so non-creatures, net blockers. And then the -2 I don't care as much about. It just turns one of your artifacts into one of your other creatures. The white cards here are hit or miss. Contentious Plan, Spark Reaper, pretty good. Vraska's Finishers, secondary to that, but I am going to take Saheeli. And we have a Sorin's Thirst here. We have a Bond of Flourishing. I'm going to keep these all here for now. You can see we're definitely waffling on colors. Johnny's our strongest card. Kasmina and Saheeli play decently together. Butcher's the most off color here. So, I have a white card, a black card, a blue card, a red or blue card, and then a complete green-white card. Totally Lost, I guess plays well with Saheeli and Kasmina. It's either Totally Lost, Bond of Flourishing, or Sorin's Thirst. I don't think it's Sorin's Thirst. Maybe the Wrangler. Wrangler's decent with a Johnny. I'm tempted to just take the Bond here. It digs for permanence. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Ooh, Flux Channeler. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Proliferate. This does fit into decks with lots of Planeswalkers. It's good with Saheeli or Kasmina. I think that's going to be my pick. The rest of the cards seem pretty mediocre. Turret Ogre and Rise and Populace are fine. Prismite's a playable, but not a good one. Okay. I think Crushed Descent is better than people give it credit for, at least better than I give it credit for. This is probably going to be Guild Globe, I think. Guild Globe is good at helping you mana fix. It does trigger off Saheeli. There's also New Horizons, which is basically like a Guild Globe that sticks around, but the globe replaces itself. I'm wondering if I can just be like green-blue right now, or green-white splash and blue, or something along those lines. I think the Guild Globe at this juncture is the better pick since I'm waffling so much. Alright, I'll take Contentious Plan, I think. Banehound's terrible card, don't play this. Saheeli Silverwing is filler at best, and Interplanar Beacon is, I think, a really bad card, even if you have a bunch of Planeswalkers. You do need to be like the 12 Planeswalker deck for this to be good, and yeah, it can help you splash in a Johnny on its own, but you need to have this plus a Johnny for that to be relevant. I'm going to take this. We're looking for creatures that matter with Proliferate. Looks like Dreadhorde Butcher is out. Could be some like Bant amalgamation here. Green has a lot of fixin', so if we pick up those channelers, that could be fine. Along those lines, all of these cards are pretty poor. Turret Ogre is the best, followed by the Initiate. And I don't think I'm going to need these green sideboard cards, so I'll take a Turret Ogre. Ward Scale Crocodile, pretty mediocre. Snare Spinner can be a decent blocker. Alright, another Bond's fine. Yeah, these cards are bad. Demolish, I don't know why they print that in sets. And I might play a Totally Lost. Ooh, there's a Ral Zarek. I'm sorry, a Ral Storm Conduit. This one's pretty strong. You get to deal a damage to an opponent or planeswalker anytime you cast an instant or sorcery. Note that Saheeli triggers off of any non-creature, and Ral triggers off only instants or sorceries. But you can double up on removal with his -2, and you can scry one with a +2. Vizier of the Scorpion's nice. Dambreaker's fine. Tamiyo's Epiphany is very good. And then the rest of the cards are worse than that. I'm going to take Ral here. Ob Nixilis is nice as well, but we're not going to play black, I don't think. It doesn't look like Ajani and the Trusted Pegasus are really panning out here. The Guild Globe can definitely help you splash cards like Ral. So, like, maybe we're green, blue, splashing like red, white. Maybe we find ways to splash these cards. Tyrant Scorn is very good. You either destroy a small creature or you return a creature to its owner's hand. But black is not really where I want to be. A lot of black cards in the pack, too, and they're all pretty good. Ob Nixilis is really only good in aggressive decks. I think this is going to be Crushed Descent. I do want to play a controlling game with what I have here. Sky Theater Strix is more of one of those aggressive spell-based cards. So yeah, I think it's just going to be the counter spell. I like this one too, Role Reversal. You exchange control of 2 target permanents, give them like a Snare Spinner, take their best creature, or give them a Planeswalker that doesn't do very much and take their good Planeswalker. Pledge of Unity would be, again, very strong, but I don't know. I need to find more mana fixing, I suppose, but I do think I'm going to take Role Reversal. And you can see we can audible into just a straight up blue-red deck too. We have the tools for that. Ajani, we could say goodbye to Ajani, and this is kind of what we're looking at. Short on playables, short on actual action, but probably fine. Dovin's not great. Probably just Pyrohelix here. Dovin's awkward. He taxes your opponent's spells, and he makes it so that your opponent's creatures can't deal damage to you. But he doesn't do anything other than that. I think I'm just going to take Pyrohelix. Invade the City could be a nice payoff for being in this spell-based deck. Amass X equal to the number of instants or sorcerers in your graveyard. I think that's the pick. Prismite is probably next up. I don't want Stoneblades. This is more of like a red-white card or a green-red card. And then the On-Crop Invader also not very good. So Invade the City. Mawoo! Mawoo's sweet, but not for us. There's that beacon. We do have an Ajani, but Ajani's not going to be good in our deck anyway. I think we're just going to take Spellkeeper Weird. Decent blocker that you can sacrifice to get back a spell from your graveyard. Fibblethip and Burn-in Profit are decent. I'm going to take Fibblethip here. A, because it's a rare and I want to start collecting rares. Don't judge me. And B, because it's just a creature that cantrips. You know, don't be confused by the fact that this is a rare. It's a chump blocker that replaces itself, and that's just fine. I guess you could Pyrohelix, like target this for 1 and then kill off a 1 toughness creature from the opponent, and then this will shuffle back and you might be able to draw it. Burn-in Profit is probably decent, but Fibblethip cantrips, so I don't mind taking it. No Escape, I think, is going to be my pick. It's a little awkward because there are a couple instants or sorceries that create creatures. Things like anything that amasses, basically. But this can counter creatures and planeswalkers. I think Bond of Passion is pretty poor, and I don't necessarily need another Pyrohelix. Dambreaker probably has a top-end card here over the Skulker. Seems fine. Alright, Strix or the Conjurant. The Conjurant's not great, but you can always cast it. It's basically you try to cast this as like a 4/4 and then trade it off for a couple creatures. Not amazing. I think my deck probably... Oh, my deck is definitely lacking on win conditions. Could use another big flyer of some sort. I don't think this is great. So yeah, I'll take the Strix. Take Blind Blast as a sideboard card. Price of Betrayal is a decent sideboard card too. Kill a Planeswalker, kill an Amass army. Alright. This will, by the way, Charmed Stray will 100% be a by force video. Hope I don't have to run Naga Eternal. Stoneblades, no. Hey, look, Feral Maca and, whatchamacallit made back. Wow, Roll-esque. Oh my god. Jeez, Roll-esque is insane. I have a Guild Globe, but that makes 2 mana of different colors. I'm taking it. You can't stop me. I'll find another way to splash. This card's a little bit too insane to pass up. It's exactly what I want, a big flying finisher. Doesn't fit with the rest of my deck at all. Ashiok could be a win con in a very controlling deck like this. Tamiyo's Epiphany would be my pick, but I'm going to take the Busto Mythic and maybe see if it works out, and if it doesn't, we'll ship it to the board, but we'll try to make it work out. On that line, I could take a Mana Geode. I don't think I need another Dam Breaker. There is a Paradise Druid, which would be awesome. I'm wondering again if it's possible, like with the bonds, a Paradise Druid, a Guild Globe that maybe I end up green X or something like that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 red cards. Maybe I cut on some of the red cards. There's a Johnny too, but that's a little awkward. Yeah, I mean, we have 1. Saheeli I can count as a blue card technically. 2, 3 red cards. 4. But Rolesque is better than most of those, and I can splash Ral or Role Reversal, things along those lines. Maybe I can even pick up another Mana Fixer here. I'm wondering if I should take Paradise Druid or Mana Duo, basically. I think I actually take Paradise Druid. Maybe I cut red. Tamiyo. Tamiyo's fine. Blue-green. This one's okay. It doesn't look amazing, but it plays fine, I think. Basically because you can play it as a 4-mana way to return any card from your graveyard to your hand, and then your opponent has to respect that moving forward. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Tamiyo. I like Tybalt's Rager. I don't care much for Liliana's Triumph. We're not playing much else in this pack. Yeah. Oh, another Tibalt, huh? Sarkhan's Catharsis. I found this card to be a little bit more castable than you would think. I guess there's also, I mean, there is Tibalt here, but I'm more or less saying red is not my main game plan here. I would love to see more Mana Fixin. Granted, we did just take Mana Fixin, so we're probably going to try to be base green-blue at this point. Maybe don't even play, like, Role Reversal, Invade the City, something like that. Like, Role Reversal is not insane. Alright, another Bond. That seems like too many Bond of Flourishings, so I think I'm supposed to take something a little bit stronger than that. But it does dig you, right? Strix is pretty weak, especially since we already have one. Don't want another Cures Dam Breaker, so yeah. I don't think Tybalt's going to be super important here. What does this one do? Each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into the graveyard, return 2 instants or sorceries. If I had cheaper removal, that'd be pretty good, but I don't. There is another Saheeli here. Pollen Bright. Oh, I guess there's Gateway Plaza. I'm just going to take that. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have to take the Gateway Plaza. Geez, a lot of bonds. This isn't uncommon. Not that the card's insane or anything, but just interesting to see a bunch of them. This card is, an actual board breaker in some situations. I guess I'm going to take the Time Twist. Not a lot that it does with anything with. Bunch of red cards we don't care too much about here. Could play an Arlen's Wolf. Ooh, Dovin's Veto. I love having this card, but I'm not going to play it here. Maybe another Crush Descent. Grazer. Please don't play this card. Don't put this card in your deck. Alright, another Snare Spinner. Another No Escape. Alright, we've got a game plan. Blue-green control basically with some red cards. Got a little bit of Mana Fixin. Probably going to play a couple Mountains in the deck. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take sideboard card here. Shadow Fugue. Alright. So I kind of like where we ended up altogether, but our mana is going to be iffy. So do I splash Invade the City? If I get rid of Role Reversal, that means I'm splashing red for Ral in Invade the City. And I think that's fine. Do I have enough spells to make Invade the City actually that good? I have 11 creatures and a 23. Nah, I guess I have too many creatures, but I'm probably going to cut some, right? I'm not playing the Strix. Bond of Flourishings, I guess decent with Saheeli. But we don't need 3. The Strix just seems so bad. I would rather probably even have a second Snare Spinner than this first Strix. I'm not 100% sure about that. Arlen's Wolf seems okay. Second Crush Descent's a little skeptical. 2 more cuts here. Alright, let's go ahead and ditch one of the Snare Spinners until we know we're against Flyer decks, where it's pretty good. Don't think a Johnny's relevant here, just as a way to gain a bunch of life. Could cut Invade the City. This is a completely dead card if you don't have instant sorceries. Like, this is a 3-drop you can't cast on turn 3 most of the time. But it could be a good game finisher. I think I want to keep it. Maybe I just ditch one of these Crush Descents. I have 3 no escapes. That seems a little unnecessary. So this leaves me with 9 creatures and 14 9 creatures. I think that makes Invade the City pretty good. And then we'll see what kind of deck we're playing against before we consider the whatchamacallit, the role reversal, I think it's called. Although, given them like an army, a 1/1 army or something, I guess we don't have a lot of ways to do that. Okay, now to figure out lands. We definitely don't want 3 mountains. 1, 2 red cards. Yeah, I'm going to go probably Mountain, Gateway Plaza, Guild Globe, and Paradise Druid as ways to make red, and then go up here. So 8, 9, 16, 17. That's 9 blue sources, 8 green sources. That's a little sketch, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I've got too much blue to go more green than blue here. All right, well, that's going to be our first draft. We ended up with, I don't know, something that I think we're going to see quite often, these kind of 3-color decks where you're just trying to play a bunch of sweet stuff. We're a little bit unfocused, but we are kind of a spells matters deck here. And then we kind of shifted. This was really the pivotal point here, and I think having this in my deck is better than basically all of the blue or red cards that we got in that entire last pack. Managed to pick up Tamiyo too, so we can try that out, and then we'll see if Bonds of Flourishing is actually that good or not. I have a suspicion that it's going to play just fine. At least it finds you a land most of the time. Then we got a couple other interactive spells, but not a lot of actual removal. Got a lot of counter spells, 4 to be exact. And, like a totally lost. But a lot of our planeswalkers are not straight up removal. Ral can't hit creatures, so a little bit awkward. We are going to lose to some bigger creatures, I think. We didn't see any Kasmina's transmutations either, which is notable. But this is going to be the deck. I hope you enjoyed the draft. I'm not 100% sure that I drafted correctly, but that's what first drafts are for. Really funny that we started off with Dreadhorde Butcher and then an Ajani, and we went Temur, which I find amusing. And let's go ahead and stop talking about the deck and see how the deck does. Again, thanks for watching. Subscribe below. Find us on Twitter at MTG_ManaRocks. And let's get into these matches. All right, match number 1, our first recorded match of War of the Spark. Pretty excited. I like how it shows you how many things you have there. I'm going to keep this hand. Remember, red's the splash, and we don't really necessarily want to cast this on turn 3 anyway, but this seems fine. Snare Spinner to block early, and then no escape to kind of catch something off guard. Oh, Fibblethip's decent too. Not amazing, but again, this is just like a creature that comes down and draws you another card. I'm basically ignoring all that nonsense text about coming into play from your graveyard or from your library. Let's go and play the Snare Spinner here. That way we can block Eternal Taskmaster. Our opponent playing black-red. Could be the Sacrifice deck. They should attack there. Ooh, Paradise Druid. So we could play Gateway Plaza and just give up our draw for the turn. I don't think we need to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and play Paradise Druid. It's hexproof as long as it's untapped, so my opponent can't kill it before our end step. And then next turn we can use that to make mana to cast something, and then also Gateway Plaza. Goblin Assault Team, I'll definitely just block Snare Spinner here. Could also just double block here. I could also trade Paradise Druid off, but they're going to make this a 3/5. That's fine. If this gets too big, I can totally lost it back to their hand. Yeah, they can make their Eternal Taskmaster bigger here. Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and play Gateway Plaza and hold up No Escape. Take another 3 from the Taskmaster. No, I would prefer not to attack. The more spells we can get in the graveyard, the better too for the Invade the City, now that we have our red mana. Yep, no blocks. They might just return that thing to their hand. Sure. Fine by me. No blocks. Take my 3. Just go ahead and play this Strix and pass. No, I'll play Fblthp here. I want to hit a land drop if I can. Nice. Note that the no escape exiles, so it kind of gets around this little mini loop our opponent has here, where they can cast this, trade it off, and then get it back with the Taskmaster. Ugin, no thank you. Ugin might be the best card in the set. Weird can go... Actually, the Weird blocks their stupid thing, right? Yeah, the Weird can stay on top. I can cast 1, 2, 3 and hold up another no escape. That kind of stems the bleeding here. I think Fblthp can stay on board. Yeah, Fblthp can get that 1 damage in or whatever. Alright, let's get a little bit weird. Let's get a little weird. Go ahead and send in the clown. Alright, well we can counter the next couple spells our opponent plays. Invade the city, not looking great here. Let's go ahead and counter and exile that. Forest to the bottom. I think we just want to draw action here. Into Duskmantle Operative, can't be blocked by creatures power 4 or greater. Not super relevant. Okay, go ahead and play a land, play the Strix, and we will pass. And looks good to me. If we really need to, we can pay 2 to get back a no escape and cast it again. If we don't, I'm probably just going to totally lost this Taskmaster to the top of their library. Lazotep Reaver is fine. It doesn't really change combat here. Vampire Opportunist. Oh, that one's pretty good. Pay 7 mana, drain each player for 2. So we are going to need to find a way to kind of start punching through, or else that can get us pretty good. Don't think they're attacking here. Alright, let's say bye-bye to Taskmaster. Kind of reset that, and it will come in tapped. Also means they're probably not drawing their 7th land next turn. We do need to draw some action, though. Our Roll-esque would be insane. Alright, Invade the City currently makes a 3/3. That doesn't seem quite good enough. It lets me attack for 2. That's okay, I suppose. I could get it back and cast it again, but that doesn't seem particularly good. Is it going to get better? No, I don't think it's going to get... I mean, it could get better, right? Alright. You're up, opponent. Start dealing a little bit of damage. Oh, I'm Nixilis. That's kind of gross. That's going to kill Spellkeeper Weird, I assume. If that was the case, I should have... Oh, that's fine. My opponent's going to draw me 2 cards here. I'm going to lose 2 life, though. But those 2 cards could matter quite a bit. Guildglobe and Kior's Dambreaker. Okay. Is this non-creature spell or instant sorcery? Non-creature. So I can whittle down Ob Nixilis. I do need to kill it, though. Otherwise, I'm going to take too much damage from just drawing here. Flux Channeler, huh? Alright, so let's go ahead and cast Guildglobe. And that'll trigger the Strix. And if I draw into another spell, I can just kill Ob Nixilis. I did not, however. Alright, well, we can at least put this down to 1 so they can't kill another creature. I could use Spellkeeper Weird, 1/2, and then cast Invade the City again. That gives me a 3/3 attack here. I'm pretty far behind, but if I can kill this thing, I feel pretty good about this match. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and activate this. Get back, invade the city. We'll cast Invade the City again, and that'll make the Strix big enough to kill Ob Nixilis. And then we're kind of vulnerable here. Taskmaster can't bring Planeswalkers back, right? Yeah, just creatures. Alright, opponent did draw their 7th land, so we need to kill this Opportunist. Okay, I'm glad they're just casting that instead, though. Uh-oh, looking at the graveyard, I don't like that. Dusk Vandal Operative just gets blocked by the 3/3. Ooh, Storm Conduit. Okay, so we can go Ral, set up some Scries, and then play Kior's... Oh, wait, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we can play Flux Channeler plus Ral. I don't have anything with counters. I do, so it's better to go ahead and play the Channeler first. That way I can get a counter on this thing. Yep, go ahead and... Should I amass this? I should, right? What happens if I attack with Strix plus the amass token, and they attack with everything? No, I shouldn't give them free creatures to block with. So I'm not going to amass that. The reason being so that I don't have to just chump the operative. And then let's go ahead and scry 2. Or I guess it's scry 1. Pretty easy land to the bottom. Pass the turn. Strix is going to get in there, though. Alright, we are on a short turn clock here, or a short clock, I should say, not a short turn clock. Our opponent has probably decent top decks. Aid the Fallen, get back a Planeswalker and a creature. I guess only a Planeswalker. Nixilis, kill the 3/3. Draw into a counterspell. And we're going to have to block. Oh, our opponent's just not even thinking here. Okay, giving me the opportunity to kill that Opportunist is probably not great. Alright, I don't mind trading off Flux Channeler. Actually, if that's the case, then Paradise Druid can go in front of Operative. Flux Channeler can block Reaver. And then this has me taking 3 damage down to 3. I can make it so Ob Nixilis dies, right? Not necessarily. Oh, well, Flux Channeler will survive. Alright, we're going to go down to 2, actually, so I can't even let Ob Nixilis survive. I can just kill it on board, though. Next time I cast Instant or Sorcery, choose new targets. Ooh, I could actually totally lost him, right? So, do I have enough mana to Tamiyo and then Ral and cast Totally Lost? I think I do. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't. I'm off by 1. So what else do we have that's relevant here? Not too much. So cast an instant or sorcery, double up. Man, having a land here would be good. So I need to go attack here. Or maybe I go attack with Flux Channeler. I think I can survive just another attack here. Minus. Yeah, actually we can minus and get invade the city, right? And then I can leave a blocker back and I have a no escape in my hand. It's still not enough. -3, get back, invade the city. Our opponent's going to get an opportunity to use that stupid thing, though. Yeah, I think it's just got to be invade the city. Cast invade. I don't think it's worth doubling up on Ral there. Alright, shoot this for 1. That way I only have to attack with 1 creature. Confirm the permanents are players. Yep. Submit. Wow, this is complicated. Make a 3/3. And then let's go ahead and attack here. And then let's plus Ral. We are vulnerable this turn, though. Could have made a 6/6. Force to the bottom. You're up, opponent. What can they get back with that thing? They can get back the Opportunist is probably what they're going to get back. Oh, Shadow Fugue? Okay. With the GG, too. That's annoying. So they just had a way to deal 2 damage in hand. That's unfortunate. I do like Pyro Helix here. Time Twist did not seem like something we wanted. Crush Descent seemed fine. The Bond also seemed like it would have been good to draw at any point. Snare Spinner blocks pretty well here. Role Reversal? Not a lot I actually want to give them. And they didn't have big creatures or anything like that. I think No Escape's going to be fine here. What did I just bring in? Whatever I just bring in, I'm probably going to bring back out. Snare Spinner. Alright, bye Snare Spinner. Let's just run it back. See you in game 2. Alright, this seems like a perfectly reasonable hand. I've got 2 cantrips, basically, plus a early blocker. Opponent had a nice little start against us last time. They've got a decent deck, but I think my deck's well suited to be able to take advantage of it, especially if they're playing cards like this. Banehound is hardly a card. Let's go ahead and cast a Snare Spinner here. Okay. Opportunist, also blocked by a Snare Spinner. Ooh, Rolesque, that's very nice. Let's see, probably go just Fibblethip here. Fibblethip also blocks. I might bring in Pyro Helix against them. Look at their board. They didn't show us a lot of removal either. I guess they have Ob Nixilis, which is good against Rolesque, but this double proliferates. Alright, not too worried about Tibalt. Tibalt's fine, I suppose. Can't gain life, though, which is kind of annoying with the Bond. Would have been nice to cast the Bond last turn, so we're just going to cast this to cycle for a permanent. And we're not going to gain any life. Guild Globe or Strix? Probably just the Strix, right? Guild Globe is not necessary right now. I like something that can get whatchamacallit off board here. Tibalt? Tibalt, that's the name of the guy. Okay. Is this players can't gain life? No, opponents. So they can still gain life with Banehound, which isn't too big of a deal. The cool thing about Rolesque is if they do kill it, I'm still probably going to have this Sky Theater Strix with 2 counters on it. I'm probably just going to run it out next turn. We'll see what our opponent plays, of course, but should be pretty good. Also, I've drawn nothing but lands here, so pretty easy. And I think this should probably attack Tibalt. I don't think you should just leave your opponent's creatures on board forever. They might find a random way to proliferate it or sacrifice it for value. If they ever proliferate, they just get another one. So I'm fine missing out on 3 points of damage here to get their Planeswalker off the board. Alright, so they're probably going to kill... Whichever one they kill, I'm going to draw 2 cards, and the other one's still going to be a threat. So they should probably... Okay. Man, drawing me 2 cards there is nice, though. Especially when my hand sucks. They might just have another removal spell for the Strix. Still don't think my opponent can block, though, or can attack, really. Okay. I think this blocks here, and I'm fine just blocking here. Or maybe I get him to go ahead and use one of these devils while it can't ping anything off. If I'm trading Fibblethip off anyway, I don't care about the Banehound. Yeah, so they get to deal an extra point of damage to me here. I go to 15. I'll go to 14 on my turn. But the ping is virtually irrelevant. Alright, geez, this is ridiculous. Alright, I'm going to attack first just so I don't take a damage off Contentious Plan, but I don't want to lose to this Flood Out. This is horrendous. This is 10 lands already, none of which is red. Let's actually hold up on that. Contentious Plan. Submit. I guess I could have gotten an extra point of damage in. Sure, I'll take Totally Lost. I mean, that's fine. If they kill my Sky Theater Strix, I'm going to be pretty sad. Sure, I'll block Banehound now. They could have the +2/+1 trick. No? Interesting, just throwing it away. Alright, Kasmina's great. And that lets me start looting away these lands. Let's go ahead and minus. Jeez. Get rid of that. Play a land. Attack with the Strix. I'll leave Snare Spider back. And this actually clocks them pretty quickly now. They're on a 3-turn clock with the Strix, which has a billion counters. Jiang Yangu is fine. I will block the Devil with a 2/2. Nope, they decided not to attack. Invade for 2, huh? Let's go ahead and Kasmina first. Arlen's Wolf. Pitch a land. Play a land. Attack. I don't even care about Jiang Yangu here, so I'm just going to attack them. I guess I could threaten Jiang here. They either block with the Devil and deal 1 to me. They kill Kasmina. Yeah, I guess that 2/2 is not really blocking very well. Interesting, they want to keep Jiang on board. And with Totally Lost, I should have my opponent just dead next turn. I'm going to cast Arlen's Wolf. I will not cast Invade the City. Alright, 3 cards in hand from the opponent. I did just notice they played a green card. I know it's been on board for a couple minutes, but Jiang seems like an interesting decision. Alright, question. Do we want Pyrohelix? Probably not, but I do want that other Snare Spider if I didn't bring it in already. Go down like one of these Bonds of Flourishing. Double check 15, 16, 17. Yeah, we got there. Our opponent's draw was pretty unexciting there. Could also go down like a counter spell on the play here. Or on the draw. They don't have a lot of removal. Pyrohelix is very good against them, but I don't think I bring in Pyrohelix. Roll Reversal also seems pretty poor. I'm going to go down and No Escape for a Bond of Flourishing and pass. That 3 life seems like it might matter here. Alright, this is what I like to see against hyper-aggressive decks, is a 1-lander. We'll go ahead and Mole. Jeez, okay. Mole again. Sure. This is a pretty poor hand. They mulled the 6, but this is not much of a hand here. Do I keep that? No. I need to find an early blocker or something. Alright, there goes the Banehound. That's going to get some damage in, but I would rather them have that than something super aggressive. Hopefully the opponent doesn't just have like some sick curve out. Jeez, okay. Okay, nothing but lands. Go ahead. My deck's equipped to deal with this too, which is annoying. If they go like 3rd land, 3-drop, then I'm feeling pretty bad about this match. The problem here is, yeah, I can block Banehound, but they can just get it back with the Taskmaster. Looks like they might not have a 3rd land, though, but they have a 3rd land, no 3-drop. Alright, Kasmina's good. Kasmina's good. Flux Channeler's just here to block Banehound, essentially. But I'm going to be at 13 already. Our opponent has not bricked on basically anything. Wow, and the green mana on their Mole. Alright, Shadow Fugue I don't care about. I'm going to get rid of Tamiyo and a Forest, and then I'll have Kasmina here. Alright, opponent says no thank you on the trade with Banehound. Might be able to stabilize. Note that if I use Kasmina, I have to discard a card, but I believe you draw first, right? Draw, then discard, yeah. So play a land, play Kasmina, make a 2/2, draw, discard. Maybe. Yep. Sure. Actually, do I discard? I think I just discard the Forest and I keep Bond of Flourishing. The 3 life seems like it's going to matter, and if I need to hit a land, I think I'm going to find one. Let's see how they attack. I might double block this Eternal Taskmaster. Alright, the Operative's not that big of a deal. Banehound coming in too. Oh, they're both attacking me. Well, if that's the case, let's go ahead and eat Banehound. They want to pay to get Banehound back next turn with the Taskmaster. That's fine. Huh, Crush Descent. That could be good. Did get another activation here, and if I cast a spell... Oh, man, this actually could work out. Let's see what we draw. Alright, I'm going to pitch the island. And I am going to say... Probably still no attacks. Take a little bit more damage here, but if I can get something with this Crush Descent, that's going to be quite good, because I get to proliferate Kasmina. I will throw a 2/2 in front of the Operative here. Actually, I'll just double block Eternal Taskmaster. That way, they can't keep getting stuff back. This just trades a Wizard for the Taskmaster. I go down to 7. And I think I'm fairly stable here. I can actually even attack them back here with the Channeler. They can play Banehound and attack. I don't care about Banehound, but still. Alright, let's not attack here. Let's play a land and pass. I'm not casting the Crush, or I'm not casting the Bond because I want to cast Crush Descent. Like, we should be able to get anything here besides the Banehound. Yep, definitely blocking. Alright, play something big. Play a 4 or 5 drop. Oh, it looks like maybe 8 from the Fallen. That's not that great. It only gets 1 creature back. Opponent also only has 1 black mana. Alright, Banehound, not a card I'm worried about at the moment. Right, Gateway Plaza is fine. We'll go ahead and Plaza. Is this up to 1? Counter target spell? No. We could just run it out to make a 2/2 though and proliferate Kasmina. I need them to like tap out for an Ob Nixilis or something stupid. Turret Ogre, that'll work. So now Kasmina gets another counter. And I can cast Bond of Fortune, so Kasmina will even survive. And I can start doing a little bit of attacking because I'm going to be up to 10 life. Ooh, Saheeli too? That's nice. Okay, so let's go Saheeli, then cast Bond. Do we cast Bond or do we Kasmina first? I guess we Kasmina first, right? Ah, discard Totally Lost? That could just be amazing here? I don't know, man. It's a tough sell. Alright, let's ditch the Bond of Flourishing. No, I'm going to ditch the Totally Lost. I'm going to cast the Bond. We'll make a 1/1. We'll proliferate again. The army gets bigger. Alright, yeah, I want the Dam Breaker now. And I'm just going to jam on my opponent with both of these. Should have plenty of blockers here. Dam Breaker coming down next turn. Saheeli on board, and Kasmina can activate at least 1 more time here. Actually, more than once because we're going to proliferate it. Alright, Bond of Revival, get back a creature, give it haste. That's fine. I'll double block the Turret Ogre. Opponent's just attacking me. Look at my Planeswalker tokens just blocking for me here. Be careful not to get my life total down to 5 or less because of that. They could have the Sarkhan's Catharsis. Alright, proliferate everything. Activate Kasmina. Kasmina has been an absolute all-star here. Thank you, babe. You've been great. Do not have a servo, otherwise I can start turning servo tokens into Kior's Dam Breakers. Okay, Ob Nixilis is a good draw. They're going to kill the Dam Breaker, but we're going to kill Ob Nixilis, and they draw us 2 cards. Ooh, Rolesk off the top. That's pretty great. Go down to 6. Alright, let's play smart here. So, Rolesk costs 5 mana. I don't have another mana. We're going to attack. Basically got to attack all 3. No, I don't. Okay, so we're going to do this. Let's go ahead and cast Rolesk. Apex Hybrid. Let's put 2 counters on Flux Channeler. And then let's go ahead and attack Ob Nixilis with the 2 big creatures, and I'll actually keep the 2/2 back. That way if they kill Rolesk, I have another blocker. And this guarantees that Ob Nixilis is off the board. Alright. 2 cards left. No Banefires. Tybalt's fine. I'm not worried about gaining life right now anyway. Sorin's Thirst, sure. Those devils could be problematic. Alright, can't do that, but if we cast Guild Globe, we can activate Kasmina again. We have 4, 5. I mean, we could swing lethal here. Yep, grow everything. Jeez. Spellkeeper weird. Alright, let's go ahead and I think cash in Kasmina now. She's been quite good. We could turn Guild Glow, or we can turn the Servo. They both have Summoning Sickness, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Alright, you've been good, Kasmina. I would like to just find a counter spell if I can here. A No Escape. We did not. Let's go ahead and get rid of Strix. Play an island. Play 2 blockers, and I'll just jam with everything. They have to block. I'm not worried about Tybalt here. I mean, this does put me dead to Sarkhan's Catharsis, but if they draw that off the top, then whatever, man. You got it if you draw that off the top. Alright, no Catharsis. And then we'll put Spellkeeper Weird down. That way I can get back totally lost next turn and just lock it up in case something ridiculous here happens. But they've got 1 turn here. Sarkhan. That makes a 4/4. But that doesn't kill me. They could have turned Tybalt into a 4/4. Alright, we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not have enough to totally lost. If I attack with everything, are they just dead? They block, block. They take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're not just dead. That's kind of crazy. Although, I guess I could turn... Nope, that doesn't matter either. Actually, what if I play Arlen's Wolf, and then I turn the Servo... Or I turn the Guild Globe into an Arlen's Wolf? Then they block, block. They take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that does it. All of my creatures will take 1 damage. So let's just be on the safe side and count this up one more time. Turn this into a Arlen's Wolf. That's the biggest thing it can turn into. They block here. They block. The next biggest is the Channeler. They take 4, 5, 6, This dies 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That should work. Alright, target artifact becomes a copy of Arlen's Wolf. And let's see if I completely messed up here. I don't think anything else dies to Sarkhan's Dragon. In fact, I shouldn't even be attacking with the servo. Boom, 1 to everything, 1 to everything. That's not going to matter here. Yep, block the 2 biggest ones, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Should have exact damage here. If I had 1 more mana, it'd be easy. You just sack the Spellkeeper Weird, get back totally lost. Boom! Got there. Sorry, player 16674. Your deck seemed sweet. But then it had a Banehound, so I don't know. Banehound's pretty unplayable, by the way, just in case I haven't made my feelings known about that. Also showed the strength and downside of Ob Nixilis. You get to kind of really aggro your opponent, but you're giving them 2 cards, so I don't know. We got out of Flood there. Kasmina, the face of our deck, was definitely a lifesaver, but that puts us at 1-0, and these matches seem to be going quite long, so let's jump right on into match number 2. Alright, on the play this time, we have our best card in our hand. We also have, I guess this card's probably not even that great in our deck. Seem to be fluctuating around a 2-2 and a 3-3. 3 mana 3-3 is fine. I do like the Tamiyo. Tamiyo means I can run out Rolesque, and if it just dies, then I just play Tamiyo and get it back. So if I draw 1 more land, this should be a sweet little curve. Snare Spider, fine draw. I think still just going to use my mana wisely here and play the Spellkeeper Weird instead of just playing a block. It is a little awkward to put counters on this, so I'm hoping I draw something else. Gets another blue-red deck. Spellgorger coming down? No, Flux Channeler. Okay. So far, so good with the Flux Channeler. Let's go ahead and play... I could play Tamiyo in plus. That doesn't seem necessary. I'm just going to play a Snare Spinner and pass. See if our opponent can get some sort of counters going. Alright, Tibalt with Flux Channeler is kind of cool. See if that's going to be good enough to beat Rolesque, though. Alright, opponent says no attack. Alright, Rolesque is going to put the counters on Snare Spinner, I think. Make it a 3-5. They have no profitable blocks. And I would rather put it on a creature that I'm trying to sacrifice at some point. Let's go ahead and attack Tibalt here. Opponent probably blocks with the Devil. See, Rolesque makes one of your things a threat, but then it also just is a 4-5 trampler, and if you kill it, that threat is an even bigger threat. Yep, they went ahead and blocked with the Devil. I'm going to go to 18. Let's see if they can kill Rolesque here. If so, I'll follow up with Tamiyo and get Rolesque back. Alright, Tibalt. A Rakish Air. Should definitely try to kill this since they have this thing on board. They could have totally lost here. I'm still going to just attack my 2 creatures, I think just at Tibalt, because of the Flux Channeler. I don't want them making like infinite tokens or anything like that. Well, let's make them interact here. I guess they could also just let it go. And then second main, I'll probably just play like Sky Theater Strix. I don't want to run into a Crush Descent if I can avoid it. I could have probably also just attacked Rolesque at Tibalt since it has Trample. But then they cast a spell to deal with it. I don't know. Let's see. Looks like they're going to bounce. Oh no. What is this? What is this? Let's go ahead and put the Strix first. Oh, they could be using Heartfire? Chandra's Triumph. Okay. So Tibalt's going to die, and my Snare Spider's going to trade for both their creatures still. So all they accomplished there was getting the whatchamacallit off board. Alright, that seemed fine. I still have Rolesque here. Arlen's Wolf? 1 time? Nope, forest. I don't think I want to play Tamiyo right now. Yeah, this seems fine. Guess I'm not holding up blue mana this way, but that's fine too. Ooh, counter to Strix. Okay, glad I didn't play Tamiyo. I do not mind the Strix being countered. We are definitely in the driver's seat here. Wouldn't mind finding red mana. I guess I have it with the Guild Globe. Also, I have no instants or sorceries. I might just replace this with Role Reversal. Role Reversal should be good in most games. Also looks like our opponent's some sort of aggro blue-red deck. Alright, Contentious Plan doesn't actually do anything special here. So I think I'm going to attack with Rolesque. Probably actually going to play Tamiyo now. And plus it, just to get some spells in the graveyard. What are we naming with Tamiyo? I don't know. Let's see if it resolves first. It does. +1. Let's name, I guess, just Ral. Or Saheeli. Oh, that's nice. It gives you a list of cards that you can name in your deck. Let's name Ral Storm Conduit. There goes Saheeli. Ooh, 4 spells to the graveyard. So this is now a 2/2. I'm going to cast that, make my Contentious Plan better next turn. Oh, no, I can't. That's dumb. Alright, Contentious Plan it is. Nope, don't need to cast that either, I don't think. Just hold up the weird. Crush Descent in the graveyard. Alright, that could matter with the Spellkeeper weird. Let's see if they attack Tamiyo for 1. Maybe more. Alright. Feel like our opponent's holding up a counter spell of their own. So why don't we just minus Tamiyo here and get back Crush Descent, make our opponent fight over our counter spell. Or I could get Saheeli. Could get Flux Channeler. There's a lot of good options here. Channeler seems fine, because that basically gives me additional activations on this Tamiyo. Let's see their next counter spell. Okay, that is reasonably fine by me. Opponent playing a very similar deck to ours. Yep, resolve everything. It's exiled now, kind of annoying. And I'll go ahead and play the Contentious Plan. Okay, we drew a No Escape, but we can't cast it. Let's go ahead and get Rolesque in there. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to attack with the weird. Now my Tamiyo's probably going to die. Well, that's not good, but I guess that's also fine. Bye, Tamiyo. Thunder Drake, that's a nice one. Well, there's the Ral. So we can cast Ral, but then we can't cast Invade the City. We could cast Ral and hold up No Escape. That seems good. Also, still get to get in there with Rolesque. Alright, let's go ahead and just crack this bad boy. Has to be 2 different colors. Yep. Ral coming down. Go ahead and plus. I'll leave a red source on top. I will not leave any other land on top. Attack. What am I, beginning of combat? Okay. That was weird. I guess because I can activate the Spellkeeper weird. Alright, opponent's got 2 turns left before they have to start chumping with these flyers. Thunder Drake could be quite nice. Ooh, Kasmina, huh? I'm not going to counter Kasmina. As good as it was for me last game. let's see what they discard. They might be able to get a counter on this Thunder Drake if they have a 2-mana spell and a land. Doesn't look like they do. So let's see if they want to attack Ral. Alright, that... No. Go ahead and block the Channeler. And sure. Alright, we'll play that. Anything that helps me just win right now? Not really. So let's just go ahead and plus Ral. Sure. Land to the bottom. Attack with Rolesque. No. Stop that. Jeez, this is so confusing. Yes, no. Oh my god. Rolesque here. There we go. Figured it out. Alright, Ral's probably going to die here. Maybe. They can't really afford to attack with both of these. They don't have a plan. I guess they could just chump and not take 1,000,000. I also have 8 mana, so I have enough to cast No Escape on something and then weird back a No Escape and cast another one. Opponent's on 5 mana. 6 mana. Ooh, Angrath. Alright, well we are going to counter Angrath. Ooh, we get to deal a damage too. We get to actually kill Kasmina here. I forgot about that. So no proliferating that. Exile Angrath. Put Bond on the bottom. I'd rather just draw a spell than something that cantrips into a spell. Alright, so I think Ral's going to die here. They can attack with 1, 2, 3 things. I can block one of them, and then they're going to have to chump with one of the birds. Or one of the flyers. Yep, so opponent is killing Ral here. No point really blocking. Oh, really? They're going to chump with Thunder Drake. Okay. So you did your job, Ral. Good job. Tons of No Escapes. Alright, Rolesque is going to get in there, put them down to 3. They're still not dead next turn because they can block once again. But they're going to have to get through multiple No Escapes if I want, if I can. They can just jam in. Contentious Plan is fine. These proliferates are going to waste, thankfully. They could draw just like an instant or sorcery that kills Rolesque, and then I am actually in some amount of trouble. So I'm going to take 4 here. No attack with Flux Charger. Oh, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense if they don't have another blocker. Because then they died to the weird. Alright, shaboom. Arlen's Wolf's a decent draw. That means I have another backup way to kill them, even if Rolesque dies. Rolesque. Oh, no blocks? Okay. Well, I guess you can just take it and die then. That gets us to game 2 against Tycho Brahe. There's a lot going on in these matches. It's a little bit overwhelming. Just a little bit. Alright, so opponent's playing a lot of counter spells and kind of just middle of the ground spells matters cards, flyers and whatnot. Probably makes me want like the Snare Spinner since it blocks all of their 2/2s. Maybe go down like a Bond of Flourishing. We don't really need that as much. And I think that's going to be just fine. Arlen's Wolf seemed good against them. Counterspells seemed decent. Crush Descent I like a little bit less on the draw. Maybe bring another one in on the play here. But we'll go to game 2 against this opponent. See how it goes. Alright, we're back for game 2. I like this hand. The Snare Spinner can block early on. I might hold Guild Globe until I get Saheeli down. Like, if I just draw another island naturally, yeah, I'm not even going to play Guild Globe. I am just going to wait until I have Saheeli down, and then that Guild Globe will also net me a Servo. Uh-oh, opponent kept a 1-lander, though. Unfortunately, I can't punish them too much. I'm not an aggro deck. Oh, they're only one turn behind. Tybalt's Rager. This is a 1/2 that can pump +2/+0. When it dies, you ping anything. That's pretty good. So if I just play Saheeli now, they're going to attack it. Saheeli can take some damage, though. Yeah, I'm fine with Saheeli coming down now, because Tybalt's Rager isn't going to kill it, and Saheeli doesn't really need her loyalty as long as she's not dead. What you're using Saheeli for is her passive ability, so it doesn't matter how much she has. Let's see if our opponent just pumps to deal more to her. This is 2 mana, right? Yep, so our opponent's turn is just taking some loyalty off of Saheeli, which means we're going to go Gateway Plaza plus probably Guild Globe. Could also play Arlen's Wolf and get some extra damage on board. Either way, I'm not blocking, so let's go and get in that 1. Oh yeah, we want to go ahead and play our land, so we're going to just cast a Guild Globe here. Lots of no escapes. I don't mind just blocking the Rager here with the servo. Let's give the opportunity for our opponent to just play like a Strix or something, though. Oh, they had a third land anyway. Alright, we got a real game on our hands. I'm not like super far ahead or anything. In fact, I have virtually nothing going on. I can cast an Arlen's Wolf plus a Bond, so I should cast the Bond first. Yeah, I'll take Rolesque. And I could hold up No Escape, or I could play Arlen's Wolf. I'm just going to play the Wolf here. Not much my opponent can play on 4 that's too threatening here. And I'll just block the Rager, I think. See if our opponent attacks with the Channeler. I find that a little unlikely. No, they just pass. They're going to hold up a No Escape here. If I attack with the Wolf, they can pump the Rager and kill off both the Wolf and the servo, but then that means they don't have mana up to counter Rolesque, so I think I'm going to make that attack anyway. Yep. And I'm just never blocking here, or never casting a spell into their open mana. Oh, burn spell? That's fine. That is okay. Arlen's Wolf can continue to attack here. Maybe I draw other creature that can bait a counter spell. I don't mind just playing out a bunch of removal here either. Alright, Wolfie, get in there. I assume my opponent... No? Still no. Okay. Well, now I don't have a Planeswalker to protect. I don't even care if my opponent attacks me. I won't block. Alright. Strix is something they're going to have to deal with. Yeah, I guess my opponent's not pumping because they know I have Rolesque in hand, and if they pump, they don't have mana to counter Rolesque, which is kind of nice for me because I have plenty to do with my mana. This would be nice where if I had like a Vivian's Grizzly or something where I'm holding 3 counter spells, but I'm not doing anything with my mana. My opponent can just never afford to tap out because they can't deal with this card. And now the Strix is getting in there. Some Strixy business. Alright, looks like we're going for the pump, which means they have no escape in hand. They're going to kill that plus the servo, I assume. Ping. Go and play a Flux Channeler. If they have multiple counterspells, they could counter this one, and then I don't have mana to play Rolesque. Okay, tricky business for the opponent here. I'm just going to attack with everything. They're going to trade Flux Channelers, and now they have to do something or they're just going to die in a couple turns to my 1 power creatures. I can double no escape them as well. They might be waiting until they get to the point where they can cast a 3-drop plus hold up no escape, but they're just going to die to this, which is good because I am flooding super hard. I'm going to keep that island in hand in case I draw Kasmina. I have plenty of lands right now. Downside of counterspells. If these counterspells were like any other creature, they'd be better for me, and my opponent's counterspells are just really bad right now. Because I'm so far ahead, I can afford to play around them. Which is why people warn against letting people play a bunch of counterspells. Alright. Well, unfortunately, I'm not drawing anything else. Opponent's got 2 turns left to deal with my creatures. Alright, there's double blue. That might matter as well. If I can draw a spell, I can actually just kill him. Yeah, Angrath's not going to do the trick, my friend. Oh, Angrath's 4 mana? I thought it was 5. Wow, Angrath's really good. Weird can go to the bottom. I'm just looking for a spell to pump my Strix. Dambreaker does not quite do it, does it? Let's see. Can I just play out Rolesque and hold up no escape? I can. Don't see a reason to do that. Alright, they're at 1. They're going to die to Strix and Snare Spinner, which is unfortunate. Alright, Strix is fine. Strix is not fine. Let's just counter all the creatures they play this turn. Yeah, I can stay on top. And we got him. Very similar mirror match, but they knew we had this stupid game winner in hand, so they had to play around it, and unfortunately they couldn't play around that plus what we already had on board, so our little 1-power creatures got in there. Kasmina saving the day, and, well, I guess she didn't save the day this time. But that puts us at, what, 3-0? Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're 2-0. We're 2-0. So 1 more win and we break even. We got a couple more matches on our hands here, so stay tuned. See you in match 3. All right, back for match 3. Invade the City is looking pretty poor in my deck. There's just, I can cast it, but it's going to be a 1-1. I don't know. We are going to keep this hand mostly on the back of Bond of Flourishing, being a spell I can cast. Hopefully dig me into something. Playing against Slayer Hellboy, another blue deck. Ooh, with a Wall of Runes, they want to block. Our opponent is doing some blocking. So, with that being said, well, we drew our best card. I see no reason to run out a small Invade the City if it can't even get through an 0-4. So we'll save Invade the City for later. Tamiyo or Paradise Druid? Druid gets Rolesque down a turn earlier. Tamiyo gets Rolesque back, though, and that seems like a compelling argument. I do need to draw something in between here. Maybe I'm supposed to just, like, cast Invade the City anyway? Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. That gives me something to put counters on with Rolesque, which I guess still doesn't get through a Wall of Runes. Just not sure if you're supposed to run out of Tamiyo and plus. Blue-black from the opponent. Alright, I'll go ahead and ship the turn and hold up no escape. Opponent knows we have Tamiyo. Likewise, if they just pass here, I don't think I'm just running Rolesque in. Do I care about this? Amass 1, those tokens have Death Touch. I'm not going to cast my No Escape for a long time, though, and it does get another spell for Invade the City, so I do think I'm going to counter this. And then I'll run out Rolesque next turn, see if they kill it. I guess worst case scenario would be Nyxos' Cruelty because it exiles. So we'll see. Alright, Dambreaker I guess is a fine follow-up. Means that even though my Spellbreaker Weird can't get through Wall of Runes, if they do kill it, then I get to cast Dambreaker, and that means that this can start attacking through my opponent's creatures. Very complicated. The 0-4 being relevant here. I'm assuming Rolesc is just going to die to Ob Nixilis' Cruelty, which exiles it, but if they kill it with anything else, I'm just slamming Tamiyo and putting it back in my hand. They know I have Tamiyo as well. Also, if they kill Rolesc with just a straight-up removal spell, then I get to proliferate the weird twice. Dovin. Okay, Dovin's solid. It makes it so Rolesc can't deal damage, but hopefully I just draw a land and I can... Oh, what do you get? What is the Dambreaker doing? Alright, we'll just go ahead and play Dambreaker. Proliferate my weird. And I'm going to attack Dovin here. See if they want to go ahead and chump with that 0-4 wall. Alright, we're off to a really good start here. Dovin can minus again on, I don't know, Dambreaker? I get to sit here and hold Tamiyo. Alright, sure. Opponent has seen enough there. I just noticed they missed a land last turn as well. Well, if this shows you anything, it's that Rolesc is insane and you should switch your colors in pack 3 for it. Ooh, I didn't even consider the option of Teferi's Time Twist on Rolesc. That's pretty insane. What did we see? Not very much. Dovin, again, is not a card I care too much about. We didn't see removal. We just saw a bunch of blockers. So I probably want, like, my flyer over my blocker. And I guess that's it. Maybe Role Reversal is good here. Give him a Fibblethip. Actually, that wouldn't work, right? Because you have to target. I don't really see a need to bring anything else in here. Sure. Alright, we'll just make that one cut. And we'll see you in game number 2. Alright, game 2. This is, actually pretty close to a keep on the draw, but I'm still going to mulligan it. Opponent mulls as well. I'm going to follow suit. Yeah, we'll keep this. This needs to draw a lot of stuff, but at least it has action. Opponent's going down to 5. 4. 3. Going for that achievement. They're going for that ley line. Alright, opponent's on tilt, it appears. Alright, I'm going to keep the forest on top. I would actually be very happy if our opponent just killed us. And kept a land, so... Alright, clearly the opponent mulled to like 4 and then was just on tilt and mulled forever, so... Okay, I hope they don't just like waste our time here. I'm not going to cast this Contentious Plan. I'm going to wait until I have something with a counter on it. Look, they're already off to like a real start. Let's go and play Weird. And 20 turns from now, the Weird will get the job done. Sure, bounce. Fine. Yeah, just play the Weird. Crush Descent's gonna get them basically at any point this game. They're just not gonna have enough mana to play around it. They are gonna stall the game forever. So there's some potential here for a real game. I just have enough resources that I don't think it matters. I could also play Tamiyo here and just plus for Rolesc. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to cast Bonds. Sure, we'll find a Fibblethip. We will cast said Fibblethip. Draw into a Flux Channeler and pass. Yep. Give an opponent infinite time here to draw out of their mull to 1. Alright, there we go. There's a Strix. That's what we need. Strix plus Channeler, and now we really just need a way to get a counter on that Strix. Not that we really have that many. I can attack with both creatures here. They either trade for Fibblethip or take 1. Sorry, Fibblethip. Proliferate doesn't target, right? Yeah, it doesn't. Alright, sorry, opponent. I'm kind of like okay with my opponent still playing this game, though. I think I'm going to play Tamiyo. No, yeah, do we want to get this over faster? Just play Tamiyo and start plussing for Rolesc. And I can cast Contentious Plan. Oh, yeah, that was all out of order. I could have done extra damage this turn. If that's the case, I'm going to wait to cast this Contentious Plan. Where is Rolesk? Just the guard that's going to end this game the quickest. Nope. Ral hit the graveyard. Pass. Yeah, I could have cast this plus the plan earlier to get in extra damage with the Strix. Opponent's still hitting basically nothing. Submit, draw that. I'll plus. Okay, sure. Opponent has finally conceded from this match. A little bit of tilt going on there. They played for a little while. They humored us. Don't modal one, folks. It's not a real thing. They must have just hit a bunch of zero landers, which, tilts me too. It's a little annoying, but it happens. That being said, we do net even here. We're 3-0, and we've got potentially 2 to 3 more matches left. So enough talk. Let's jump into the match. Match 4 coming up. All right, we're on the draw here. Match 4 against Get Matt 201. I don't know who Matt is, but we need to get him. Kasmina seems good here. I can always pitch away the Invade the City if I find I can't cast it, which I probably will because this card's looking quite bad. I think in between this match and the next one, I'm going to replace it with Role Reversal. Not that Role Reversal's insane, but ooh, I do like this guy. 1/2 that makes a 1/1 amass. All right, Gateway Plaza. Yeah, I'm going to play that overplaying Guild Globe. We're going to take a little bit of damage here. Dang, Flux Channeler with this thing's pretty good. Opponent off to a very nice start. So probably taking at least 3 damage because they're probably going to be able to proliferate this. Or at least make it bigger just by casting another amass spell. Do need to stabilize here. Ashiok, okay. Well, Ashiok, when you can proliferate it, is a thing, and we can't pressure it, so I guess there's a real clock here. Ral, Dambreaker gone. Dambreaker would have been a good one. Oh, they're exiled too. That makes Invade the City completely useless. Alright, opponent correctly decides that they can attack here. Oh, I guess I could have blocked 2 of it. I don't know what I'm thinking. We're going to play Kasmina. We're going to discard Invade the City. Sure. Maybe I just discard a land anyway. I can cast that with like Flux Channeler to maybe do something. I am in a lot of trouble. The Flux Channeler making this big enough that it can attack and not get jump blocked was actually kind of nice. So I might die to an Ashiok here if I don't die to straight up creatures. My opponent's running low on cards. Sorin's Thirst, also a nice one. Again, they're running low on cards, so not like super worried about it. They're probably going to kill Kasmina though. Okay. No reason to block. Opponent's just very far ahead here, and I have no action. Rolesk off the top would be great. Nope, there he goes. I'm going to go ahead and pack it in on this one. Not much going on there. Let's see. Yeah, Role Reversal. Definitely in this matchup. They're going to be exiling my graveyard. Wait, what? Yeah, bring that in is what I wanted to do. Spellkeeper Weird gets a lot worse here too, but at least it blocks. I think I do want like counter spells and whatnot against this opponent, especially I'm going to be on the play here. No escape seemed fine there. Okay, maybe I don't need all these counter spells. No, I'd rather have a no escape, third no escape than second Crush Descent. Alright, let's do this again. Alright, I'm going to keep this, basically because this is another card on top of what it is right now. 6-lander is not going to be enough to beat what we saw from this opponent. So I'm not feeling good about it, but we have good draws. Fibblethip draws into another card. We get to see at least like 3 more draws in the next couple turns. Yeah, Arlen's Wolf is pretty good. Fibble Boy coming down. Don't expect him to do much else other than cycle. There we go. That's a good one. See a Sky Theater Strix here. All right, Paradise Druid. I'm actually going to play that over Arlen's Wolf because then I can play Rolesque. Although I probably want the counters on Arlen's Wolf, so maybe that was wrong. Do I want to put counters on like a Fibblethip? Probably not. Ooh, Davriel. Don't care too much about Davriel. I'm going to be able to attack it next turn too, or they're going to block with their Strix. So let's ditch a Forest. I like Davriel, but I like him a lot better on the play than the draw. I need double Forest here, so let's cast Rolesque. We'll put the counters on Fibblethip, that way I can go ahead and threaten Davriel. I'm assuming they just let Davriel die here. Oh, the Strix is not worth an extra card from my hand. Okay, they would rather have Davriel. So maybe they have a way to kill Rolesque here. Worth noting that Tamiyo is in my deck, which completely shuts down Davriel's ability. We will pitch Forest and see what they're going to kill Rolesque with. Alright, they do have a Cruelty. So Davriel's down, we've got a 3-3 on board, and we cannot get back our guy. So let's go ahead and start with Bond. I will take a Ral for sure. And then we will go to combats. This can attack here, and we'll just go ahead and play Ral instead of attacking them for 2. And get our Scry going. Something like Totally Lost would be a great draw. Guild Globe, huh? I think we can do better than pay in mana for a Guild Globe. Alright, so Davriel there was a Mind Rot, essentially. We got 2 lands out of our hand. Relentless Advance makes a 3-3, a mass. Ooh, Role Reversal, huh? So, worth noting, if I try to exchange Fibblethip with the army, becomes the target of a spell, Fibblethip will shuffle back, and it won't actually work. So, I think we're just going to plus Ral here and play Arlen's Wolf. I'll go ahead and attack with Fibblethip, see if they want to trade. Okay, I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and plus, and then we'll play Wolfie Boy. Flux Channeler. I'd rather draw... Do I want a Flux Channeler here? I don't think I actually do. I really want to draw some spells. Also, if our opponent plays 2 things, we can -2 and then cast 2 Role Reversals. That ought to be confusing enough for the client. But yeah, we want to draw like Contentious Plans and stuff like that. Would not mind drawing a Tamiyo here. Protects our hand from discard. 4-drop, another Relentless Advance. Ooh, Kasmina. Okay. Well, Kasmina is very likely just going to die to Arlen's Wolf, since the wizard can't block it. But maybe they play a land as something else. Nope. Alright, so let's go ahead and scry. I could also take control of Kasmina, but I'd have to give him Ral. Gateway Plaza to the bottom. Let's go ahead and attack Kasmina. They cannot block it. Play Saheeli and pass. If they attack with the wizard, I'm probably not going to block. Again, I'm not too worried about Saheeli here. In fact, making a servo would be awesome because that's something I really don't care about giving away with role reversal. Narset as well. Okay. Narset stops me from drawing extra cards, but that doesn't seem like too big of a deal. 2 target permanents that share a permanent type. I could take away our opponent's black mana. That would be hilarious, actually. I could give them 2 lands and take their swamps. I don't know that it actually does anything. I like drawing the no escape here. I also get to go ahead and just attack Narset. So it can't activate. Still get in there with Ral. Our opponent is playing a bunch of Planeswalkers, so I'm not hitting their life total at all, which is why these games last forever. But I think I'm in a good position. They haven't really shown us anything to be worried about yet. I need to draw some spells for Saheeli, but if they try to cast something into this no escape, I'm going to make a servo and start pinging them with Ral. So I think I'm fairly well set up. Yeah, we'll go and counter. Ooh, do we want a role reversal? No, I'll counter. We get a scry there. We get a servo. We get to, I guess, kill Narset just to take that off board. Island to the bottom. Alright. Ral's just casually on 12. Okay, still can't attack Arlen's Wolf here. Or can't block an Arlen's Wolf. Snare Spider, fine blocker, nothing exceptional. I could turn the servo into an Arlen's Wolf and just get in there. And what our opponent finally makes that trade. And Snare Spider just blocks. Alright. Plus Ral. Looking for one of our big threats like a Dam Breaker. Rolesk is gone. Yeah, I'm going to turn this servo into a wolf. Paradise Druid can sit back at home here. And we'll ship. Still don't think I'm in like an overwhelmingly dominant position, but our opponent did just play like a Lazotep Reaver last turn, so they don't have anything super threatening, and I can deal with most creatures with this role reversal. So I'm feeling fine. Ooh, Rescuer Sphinx getting back Reaver. I like it. I will definitely take this Sphinx. Oh, and they're gonna proliferate? Yes. Yes. Oh, and we get to proliferate? Oh my god, this is going to be an awesome turn. Oh, wait. No, I can use Paradise Druid. Alright, let's go ahead and Contentious Plan first. This can choose my opponent's creatures, right? Yeah. So I'm going to Contentious Plan first to make a servo without Summoning Sickness. And that's the one I'm going to swap for the Sphinx. Let's go ahead and deal 1 to our opponent with Ral. Let's go and make a servo. Let's go ahead and proliferate all of those plus the Sphinx. Oh, there's a Dam Breaker as well. All right, now let's go ahead and play Role Reversal. Target our Summoning 6 servo and their 6/5 flyer. Make another servo. Shoot our opponent for 1. Ugh. Swap those 2. Minus Saheeli. Turn this servo into... it doesn't matter. They're both going to be 3/2s. They can't block either of them. So turn them into an Arlen's Wolf. Attack with a bunch of Arlen's Wolves. Yeah, no, if you turn the servo into the 6/5, it would just be a 3/2. And then we'll just go ahead and casually put Ral up to like 17. Nah, I don't want that. Alright. Well, we just stole your 6/5. This match went a lot better. Lazotep Reaver not cutting it. Okay, they just cast a Reaver and conceded. Cast 20 black spells. That puts us 1-1 with this opponent. Seems like a fun little matchup. On the draw, Not much I can even really change here. Again, they have like reavers and whatnot. Alright, let's just roll with it. See you in game 3. Alright, game 3. Our opponent crushed us game 1. We got to go off game 2. Let's see how it pans out. We are on the draw. Strix and some kind of interactive spells, plus Kasmina is pretty good. Again, if they get kind of that start of army into Flux Channeler, then that could be problematic. Bond is very likely just going to search for a third land. Alright, no Reaver, and we drew the third land, so Bond can basically search for something else. Next turn, we'll probably just hold up No Escape instead of casting the plan or anything like that. Alright, Narset. This doesn't draw, right? No, it doesn't. Alright, not too worried about Narset. It does probably hit them a card here. Basically a spell from the top 4 of their library. And I can't draw more than 1 card per turn, which matters because of Kasmina. So yeah, I'm probably just going to go ahead and attack this and still hold up No Escape, and they'll get 1 more card out of Narset. But in all, that means they paid 3 mana for 2 spells. I guess that's pretty good. Ooh, Kaya. Kaya's a very nice one. Exile target creature. Alright, let's go ahead and jam on Narset. They're probably just going to cash it in. They might go for a way to proliferate it. Like if they have a contentious plan or something, they can put another counter on it and keep it around. I would not mind having Narset in my deck. Kaya's a good one. It exiles 2 creatures if you can't pressure it. It gets through hexproof as well, which doesn't matter for us, but matters for someone out there. 1 blue. Alright, slow rolling the tap in here. Keeping up double black. Interesting. Ooh, they do have a contentious plan. They got us. So they're going to be able to Narset again. Oh, I see. They're holding up Sorin's Thirst mana. They found another contentious plan. We found Rolesk. I do think I just play Kasmina, though. And that pumps the Strix. If they want to go ahead and Sorin's Thirst the Strix, then sure. Kasmina, you're going to activate. Oh. Did I draw a card? I'm discarding a card, but did I draw a card? I drew Rolesk for a turn. Did I just get gypped out? Oh, I can't draw additional cards. We already talked about that. Wow, I just discarded a card. That's bad news, Bears. I should have attacked Narset first, which it doesn't even... Oh, no, they did proliferate it. Ugh. Alright, Sorin's Thirst. Youch. That is not how to play smart. Yeah, Narset won't let me draw an additional card each turn, which we had 100% already mentioned, and then we just activated Kasmina anyway. Bad play, folk. Sky Theater Strix, out and about. Opponent keeping up 3 potential mana, which means I don't really want to cast whatchamacallit into it. I do think here I'm going to go ahead and Kasmina first, though. No, my opponent's not playing white, so they need triple black for Kaya. Yeah, let's just discard... I think I can play this game and just hold up some No Escapes for a little while. Keep our opponent off of their relevant cards. I can attack with the 2/2 as well. Strix is just bounce. I'd rather block with my Strix. And we'll just pass after that. Hold up a No Escape rather than run out like Rolesk or Tamiyo or something, get it countered, and then have my opponent just drop Kaya. Ooh, my opponent's gonna block and use a spell. Block and kill Strix and eat a wizard. I guess they just trade for the wizard. I'd be fine with that. Let's see what the spell is. No, okay, or we just eat the Strix, sure. Oops, oops. Maybe they thought this was an instant. Yeah, maybe they thought one of the sorceries in their hands was an instant. Well, we're definitely dominant on board, and we have some counter spells to sit behind. If they just cast Kaya, we're going to counter it. If they cast something that we can attack 2/2s into, we'll just leave it alone. Yeah, let's just counter Kaya. Gives us a scry as well. I wouldn't mind just drawing a land naturally. Snare Spider can go to the bottom. Alright, let's, well, we can't do that. We can hold up another No Escape here. I think I'm going to get 2 shots at hitting a basic here. With that plus Kasmina. So I'll be able to hold up another No Escape. Alright, that's pretty easy. Discard. Do I play just Arlen's Wolf here? No, just hold up a counter spell, I think. Oh, did I not play my land? I could have played that, right? Oh, I didn't play my land. Wow. So I can't counter whatever they have here because I'm dumb. Oh, but if they just cast Contentious Plan... No, this is not a Contentious Plan. This is something else. Flux Channeler, maybe? Davriel. Sure. Let's discard Wolf. I don't think I would have even countered Davriel, to be honest. I would have just kept No Escape in my hand and discarded the Wolf anyway. Alright, Ob Nixilis' Cruelty to kill my Strix. That's not great. I'm just now gonna kill Davriel with 1 attacker. Still, I'm playing it very safe here. But we're gonna kill Davriel and then hold up my No Escape. Opponent's gonna be down to 10 here. Yeah, I should probably just be playing Rolesque. Like, I'm playing way too safe. Sure, they had a removal spell in hand, but this leaves 2 extra power on board. I don't know. Not worried about that one. I guess that's kind of annoying. I'm going to make a 4/4. Okay. Make a 5/5. Sure. Sure. Paradise Druid. Alright, I'm just going to play Rolesque here. Gonna pump 1 up. They can block it and take 4. Yeah, that seems fine. Put them down to 6. They're dead next turn unless they have something. Definitely give my opponent an opportunity to get back in this game. Alright, Kasmina doesn't quite do the trick, but digs for a trick. Also makes that 2/2. So they're not dead. They can find an answer to Rolesque, and then we Tamiyo it back. But they're not just dead on the ground either, because they made more bodies. Yeah. Alright, so it looks like they're probably going to take 4 here. They might even attack with the 6/6. I don't know. Oh yeah, they just amassed onto that. That's pretty bad. They might actually just need another blocker. Ooh, 6/6 getting in there? I'll take it. Alright, let's go ahead and play Paradise Druid and hold up No Escape. Question is, are we attacking Kasmina? I guess we can force the Reaver off board. And then they have to trade with the Wizard, so they'll still only have this army. And I'll have my Wizard plus Rolesque plus Paradise Druid. All they really need is a removal spell for this. Not acting like I played this game particularly well, though. Alright, Kazmina. So 2 cards, what you got? I can counter a creature or planeswalker. And we got there. Jeez, bomb getting it done. Messed up a little bit. I probably could have closed that out much earlier if I just cast Rolesque. But I think we played fine. You know, minus that turn where we didn't play a land. But whatever. We don't have to talk about that. All right, we're straight 4-0 right now. That's pretty exciting. Mostly on the back of a mythic rare bomb. But we're going to play one more match for a win, or if we lose, we'll get one more after that. So let's go ahead and get into match 5 coming up right now. All right, so we are in match 5. Yeah, that's a keepable hand. It'd be pretty good on the play. Just get ahead of our opponent. Ooh, white deck. Haven't seen that yet. I like the contentious plan here, too. I like it quite a bit, actually. But we're going to play Paradise Druid into probably the Channeler before Saheeli. See if our opponent can block or not. They played a 2-1 that has first strike on their turn. So we're going to take some damage. Can't block that. Not that I'd want to block with the Druid anyway. Green-white. So this is the quote-unquote proliferate deck. Get a counter on a creature and go crazy. New Horizons. Nice. Okay. Following up, just a bunch of nonsense. Let's go. Let's see, we're just playing Channeler, then we should attack for 2. I don't think our opponent's going to use removal on our 2-1. Go and play Flux Channeler and pass. Next turn we can play Saheeli plus Contentious Plan to make a blocker. Invade the City can be cast, although it doesn't do very much. Ooh, red mana. We're pretty far behind, though. Our opponent's already got a good attacker. They've got plenty of mana, and they've still got a lot of cards in hand. Wow, also, they have a Gideon Blackblade, so there's that, I suppose. GG me. This can give Vigilance, Lifelink, or Indestructible to a creature until end of turn. Well, yeah, our deck is not super well equipped to deal with Gideon, I'll say that. Pretty gross. Really, giving it Indestructible? Well, it has First Strike. Oh no, they gave it Vigilance. Yeah, we're going to die very quickly this game. Ral doesn't quite do anything, does he? Not yet, he doesn't. So I think we're just going to go Saheeli plus Contentious Plan. Make a servo to chump with, basically. And that's what we got. Yep. Let's see what we draw. Strix. Alright. You're up, opponent. I guess maybe I should be attacking Gideon. -6, exile, target non-land permanent. Yeah, we're just so far behind here. Arlen's pretty good as well. Geez, New Horizons. I guess New Horizons... Was that a black? Is that a swamp? Our opponent's going pretty deep here. Alright, let's see what they do. Probably still just giving Vigilance. Sure. Indestructible. Alright, well, I'm glad they're attacking Saheeli and not me. We will go ahead and throw a 1-1 in front of there. That servo is definitely dead. We drew basically nothing. Yeah, this is not good. Role reversal would be nice, though. Well, we can play Strix plus Ral. That makes another servo. I guess the game's not completely over. I can't pressure either of their planeswalkers, though. They're not going to -6 Gideon either to get rid of it. I mean, they might, but I don't think they will. Sure, make a Swervo. Well, she's gonna die. I can turn... No, that has Summon and Sickness. Yeah, we're just dead. Guess something like a Kiora's Dam Breaker could go a long way here. Rolesque would be fine too. Something that can threaten their creatures. Looks like our opponent's playing some greedy mana though. Rise in Populace is fine. Probably the worst card they've played so far. And that's not saying too much, since I have to deal with all this, and that's going to get bigger if I do. Wow, I'm just so far behind this match. So far behind. Totally Lost would be a good draw. I could go minus Ral, pop, but we'll see where their priorities lie. They're probably going to be able to kill some number of our Planeswalkers here. Probably not both of them. Prison Realm as well. Alright, I have seen enough. I don't want to show my opponent any of my bombs. We're just super dead. They can also just trade and get into exile something else. That was pretty absurd. Opponent killed everything. Counterspells do look good, but not against opponents who are going to be aggroing us out. Blind Blast? No. Pyrohelix would be good, but we're not a red deck. Wow, we're very slow for a matchup like this. Like, I might even want just like a 3-2 that trades off instead of like a 1-4 that blocks. I can't imagine another Crush Descent's going to be good. Alright, let's run what we have. And see if Role Reversal is a good switch there. See you in game 2. Alright, slow hand, but has lots of colors of mana. And against an opponent who doesn't absolutely slay us, it could be fine. Yep. Straightforward. Alright, let's see what 2-drop you've got here. They look like a base white deck. Oh no, they're playing like a green white deck, splashing for maybe some bombs off of like New Horizon. I'm gonna play Spellkeeper Weird. And then I'll hold up No Escape next turn, I think. Yeah, no white mana right now. Opponent probably should attack in that position. Could also cast Bond plus Guild Globe just to kind of get a better idea of my hand. What I do like doing here is just playing Arlen's Wolf. And then next turn being able to play either the Bond or the Globe and hold up No Escape. I don't like just not building the board at all, so I'm going to play an Arlen's Wolf, see if it dies, and then pass the turn. Could die to like the green double fight spell or Pyrohelix, anything like that. White mana, presumably off the top for the opponent. Hopefully not a Bloom guy. Oh, Vraska. Vraska's pretty good. Actually, Vraska's very good. I do get to just kill it with Arlen's Wolf, though, which is nice. So let's play, I guess, Bond. James Bond. And hit one of our bombs. Alright, I'll take Kiora's Dam Breaker. And let's go ahead and kill Vraska. Pow. I like it. I like it. The 1/1 Death Toucher is going to be quite good against my 5/6, but that's okay. Probably won't even play the Dam Breaker right away. Nahiri. Yeah, let's counter that because it can just kill the wolf and then it's problematic moving forward. Flux Channeler. I don't think that does anything for me right now. Opponent's playing another one of these like multicolor 20-color decks, which I've kind of liked. All right, so we can go Ral plus Guild Globe here. Arlen's Wolf can start getting in there still. I guess I play Guild Globe first in case I find like a Crush Descent. I'd rather keep that up. Strix, yeah, well, don't care much about the Strix, so let's go ahead and scry 1 to the bottom, and I'm done. On you, opponent. And there's the swamp too. Opponent's just naturally drawing lots of colors. I can dig it. The hybrid planeswalkers definitely help. They are off to a much less aggressive start, though. Okay, Rise in Populace. This gets a +1 counter whenever one of their creatures or planeswalker dies. And they're just gonna poke Ral for 1. Yeah, I'm gonna block this. Like, if they want to use a trick, sure. Or maybe they have a Pyro Helix or something. Oh, shoot. I didn't think... I thought Vraska gave it the ability. I didn't realize that did it. Well, that's not great, but it's also not exactly the worst. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack with the wolf. I forgot the assassin just had the ability. Let's go ahead and cast the bond. And then probably just the Strix. Wow. Sure. I guess I'm glad I'm putting 2 of these on the bottom. I'm going to take another forest here. I already have the whatchamacallit for red. And we'll pass. Arlen's Wolf doing work here. Another Populace, sure. So if they can get one of their own creatures to die, then Arlen's Wolf is no longer free rolling into them. No attack with the Death Toucher, though. Alright, we'll go ahead and draw. Ooh, Tamiyo. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could get Tamiyo and get back no escape here. I don't know if that actually does anything. Keep in mind, this just slays planeswalkers, apparently. Getting back Ral doesn't seem particularly useful either. Yeah, I think this is the attack. Ugh, that's annoying. Yeah, this is tedious. I guess I can go Tamiyo and then block this. No, I'm not doing any of that. All right. If they play something that I really need to counter, I probably should just play Damebreaker, but if they play something that needs to be countered, I can sack the weird, get back no escape, and then cast it. Dovin, I think, is just fine. Yeah, I'm not going to fight over a Dovin. Keep in mind, if Dovin dies, these get a counter, though. So they're going to start shrinking Arlen's Wolf. Not shrinking, but making it so it doesn't deal damage. Alright. It's weird that they're leaving this Death Toucher back. I'm not sure what the reason for that is. Alright, we'll go ahead and block here. Take 4. I'm at a pretty high life total. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just casting Tamiyo here. I wish I had like a creature to get back or something. This is mostly just to pump the Strix. I should probably just play the Damebreaker so that they can't just keep free rolling these little creatures in, though. And then the question is, are we attacking Dovin? I don't know why I'm playing this pre-combat. Yeah, yeah, let's just attack Dovin here. And I think I'm supposed to play my land in case I Tamiyo back something expensive. So now they can't just, like, jam all these creatures through my Damebreaker. Alright, Centaur Nurturer. Gains life. A little annoying. They've already got, presumably, all their colors. Maybe they're like some Niv Mizzet deck, but it doesn't really look like it based on the spells they're casting. If they had a Niv Mizzet, they can cast it next turn. Prison Realm on the Damebreaker. That's fine. Sure thing. Alright, Roll-esque off the top. I might cast Tamiyo and just plus on Roll-esque. The good news is Arlen's Wolf can now block something freely. It won't deal damage, but it won't be dealt damage either. So it gets to just soak up 2 more damage here. And their creature won't die. Alright, block, block. And draw. Alright, we drew Snare Spider. That's still a decent blocker. I think I'm going to go Tamiyo. I'm going to plus name in Roll-esque. That's going to grow the Strix big enough to go ahead and take Dovin out here. Roll reversal? No, that's not really something I want, is it? Alright, bricked, but I didn't want to draw any of those anyway. Play a Snare Spider, kill Dovin. This makes their Rise in Populace is 3/3s. Do I just attack them instead? I can already block 2 of their guys. Remember, the stupid Death Toucher makes it so that Tamiyo just straight up dies. It's a little tough. Alright, I have a plan. I'm going to try to kill these Rising Populaces in combat, I think. Oh, yeah, they get bigger now. Well, that's not good. This is where my deck being short on win conditions is really showing. Sure. There's Gideon, probably making something indestructible, I assume. Probably the Death Toucher. And then I have to throw away a creature or lose my Tamiyo. Throwing away a creature isn't actually as bad as it sounds, though, since I can just minus Tamiyo to get something back if it lives. But I do think I need to draw a Roll-esque to race my opponent. Be a little weird if they didn't send other creatures in, though. Okay, so I'm probably going to trade Wolf for a Populace, Spider for the Death Toucher. Or I could let Tamiyo go here and kill Gideon on the swing back. A very, very tough match. Alright, opponent wants to protect Gideon. Alright, so they just sent in a Death Toucher and a Rising Populace, so, I mean, that's an... No. This is a pretty easy block here, and then I can trade this here, but their Populaces are going to become 4/4s now. So I could trade a Wolf, but then I have no way to pressure Gideon. Yeah, I think I'm just going to soak up the damage, trade with the dumb Death Toucher, and then their Populaces are going to become 4/4s. And then I need to draw something good off the top here. Oh, right, it's indestructible, so it didn't die. I guess that's good news. And Tamiyo gets to minus here on something. Saheeli. Saheeli could be something. So, yeah, this is not great. I think what I'm supposed to do here is like Tamiyo minus, get back a Bond, turn this into a Strix and try to kill Gideon. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go ahead and cast cast Saheeli. And then I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into a Strix. Then we're going to minus, get back a bond, try and dig for a 3-drop. This is going to grow the Strixes big enough to kill Gideon, but then the Populuses are going to be 4/4s. But at least Gideon will be off board. Alright, Kasmina and Fibblethip. I want Kasmina, right? Or do I want Fibblethip just to block? And cantrip into something else? Yeah, I'm going to play that because I can play it right now. Cast Fibblethip. Draw another card. Okay, drew just a straight up forest. Alright, let's go ahead and kill the Gids. And I guess I could also send in the Arlen's Wolf, and they either block with the 3/3 now, which is 1 threat less I have to deal with. I'm basically giving up some Planeswalkers here. This is all assuming my opponent's last card in hand isn't something relevant either. Alright, and then, yeah, we'll just pass the turn. And presumably our opponent's going to want to kill some of our Planeswalkers. And we're going to need to find a way to kill them quick. Alright, well, Rune Enforcer is nice. This is the one that taps creatures with converted mana cost 2 or greater, so it can't tap tokens. See how our opponent wants to attack here, though. Courage and Crisis. Oh, God, and Proliferate. Ugh, they just made a bunch of fatties real quick. Role Reversal could do something here. Think I'm a little bit too late. Guess they have to be a tiny bit careful about not just spewing away all their resources here, but I think they want to kill both the Planeswalkers. If I can keep Tamiyo around and get another spell back, that's decent. Alright, they're sending a lot of attackers in here. Alright, so Tamiyo's... Oh, this is hard. Tamiyo's getting attacked by one of the Ryzen Populuses. I can't 100% tell. Fibblethip, let's just block and see if it separates for us. Alright. Where's this attacking? God, this is so confusing. Fibblethip, block the other one. So are both the Ryzen Populuses blocking Tamiyo? Yeah, and then it looks like these two are attacking Saheeli. Am I supposed to protect Saheeli? I don't know. Alright, we're going to save Tamiyo here. Saheeli's going to die. Oh, we did draw Rolesk. Okay, that's exactly what we needed. That is what we needed. Now, we still have to beat Rune Enforcer. What could Tamiyo get here? Not very much. Let's see, I can put 2 counters on the Wolf, or I can put 2 counters on the Strix. Get in for 5 with the Wolf right now. Or I think I just get in with the Strix. Alright, and then Tamiyo, we should just trade Tamiyo in, I think. Or we should search for Role Reversal. No guarantee we hit that. Getting back Saheeli makes no sense. Wait, hold on. If I get back Saheeli and I turn this into an Arlen's Wolf, I have 3. Oh, wait, that might do it. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Get Saheeli. Yeah, I think we got this. Saheeli's going to grow the Strix up to 4 power. And then I'm going to turn the Globe into an Arlen's Wolf. And then I'll have 10 power that my opponent can't block. Turn it into a wolf. And that should be a 10 ball. My opponent can't block any of it. Whoa! Oh boy. Oh my god, what does that put us to, a game 3 here? Jeez. Oh my god. Alright, Teferi's Time Twist. I forgot this could exile Planeswalkers too, to be honest. Opponent's got such a good deck though. It's good at just getting their creatures out of hand. Might try this out over something just weak. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we just don't want that. Yeah, Time Twist seems sketchy. The Theater Strix doesn't even seem that good, but we're just going to run it back and hope that game 3 goes well for us. So we'll see you there. All right, game 3. Decent hand. Again, Fibblethip's not amazing here, and our opponent can just crush us, but we're going to play what we can play. They play just like a Pounce and Lynx, then GG us. Oh, maybe they maybe they have 2 different decks, because they're going the aggro white deck again here. I just don't have the removal to punish this sort of deck. Alright, Weird blocks nicely, though. Nope. First strike on your turn. Alright, all white mana, though, so maybe getting punished by their mana base. I'm going to play the Wolf. I want to be able to start attacking if I can, especially if they play like Gideon or something. I want to be able to pressure that. The Weird doesn't quite do it. I think I can afford to take 2 damage here. Yeah, all white mana coming in. Seems like they just don't have anything. That could be good for us. I'm going to keep up No Escape here, instead of getting the Weird down. Pounce and Lynx number 2. Do I care about that? I don't think so. If I can get the Weird down, I'm not going to care about the 2/1 first strikers. And I can attack through them just fine. So I think I still want to hold the Weird for 1 more turn and have No Escape available. I guess I've totally lost in case something hits the board that's too problematic. So I can go Weird plus Contentious Plane here. And Fibblethip's still not blocking, so let's get in there. Opponent could have a Divine Arrow. Seems as though they do not. Let's go plan first. Just more information, you know. Cast your draw spells before you cast your other spells for the turn. The plan might change. You might want to cast something else. Get a little bit weird here. Great blocker for these 2/1s. Opponent on 5 mana with a 3/4 flyer. Okay. So I think our plan is to... Well, can't block it. Our plan is probably to go ahead and totally lost the flyer, which means I'm not casting anything this turn, and then counter it on the way back down. Green mana. Okay, let's see. Centaur Nurturer is fine. Yeah, Centaur Nurturer is fine. Does give them their other colors of mana. I assume the 3/4 is getting in there. Maybe not, because it blocks the Wolf. I'm still going to totally lost it, though. Just a vanilla 3/4, right? Yep. Alright, that means they're going to draw this again next turn, which is fine. But the Nurturer does unlock the rest of their hand, so to speak. So we can go, if we were really confident we were going to hit a land, we could play a Bond. Bond's just going to hit a land if we need it to. But I'm not going to take a land, so I think I'm just going to attack with the Wolf and play a Strix and pass. We'll hold up No Escape here. I want to save these Bonds for like finding very problematic permanents. Maybe my opponent plays something a little bit better than the Nurturer, or better than the Enforcer. +2, +1/+0 on your dudes. And then you can have creatures fight. I think we just need to get rid of that one. Yeah, I'm not huge on that. I will keep a land on top here. Because that lets me go Tamiyo, get back No Escape. Oh, also grows the Strix. Not completely negligible. Yep, we'll go ahead and get back to Counterspell, which my opponent will know about. They can play around it, force me to basically use it on, something else, but yeah, I'm fine with this attack. I'm fine if Tamiyo dies at this point. Actually, I might be able to just kill him next turn with Double Bond, because it grows the Strix to a 3-power creature. So if we can just keep a flyer out of the way or something, then I think we can take care of this. Which would be nice, because that would be our final match. Alright, Pollen Bright Druid, I do not care about. That seems like a bait to me. Oh, actually, I do care about that, don't I? Because it makes it so that the wolf can no longer attack through their dude. But they might make a mistake here and attack with that 3-2. I don't think I counter the Pollen Bright even with that being said. Prison Realm, okay, well. Nicely played, opponent. Nicely played. This is non-land permanent, right? Yeah. Oh, target the wolf. Okay. Well, I thought they were going to keep this back and then target the Strix. I think this is okay. Again, I don't need Tamiyo to live here. I could save Tamiyo too, which I'm probably going to do over having a Fibblethip. Ooh, I can eat this 2-1 now as well. So the question is, do I want to eat their 2-1 or do I want to keep Tamiyo? Because I can go... Oh wait, no, Tamiyo's going to die regardless. So we're just going to eat their 2-1. Block here, and no block with Fibblethip. Tamiyo's going to bite the bullet. Sorry, girl, you did good. And it's going to be our turn. Oh, all right. Well, our opponent kept a card on top. So what I think I'm going to do here is go Bond, attack for 3, keep up No Escape, and then next turn I can Roll-esque to put the counters on our thing. We can play Flux Channeler or Kiyora's Dambreaker. I'm going to take the Flux Channeler, but I'm not going to play it. So we're attacking for 3, and then next turn, if they don't have a flying blocker, we can play Roll-esque. And that'll put the counters on our Strix to kill them. So they did keep a card on top, though, mind you. Alright, let's see what they got. 2 unknowns and a flyer that's going to get countered, which they are well aware of. They know about our No Escape and our Flux Channeler. Oh, I guess they know about Route 2, but they don't know about Roll-esque. They don't know we just have lethal in our hand. I assume they can't just cast the Griffin, right? They know I'm going to counter it. That puts them, with nothing on board. These have been some very complex matches. I mean, like, very complex. Multiple lines, through every single game. Just crazy interactions. All right, we're going to go ahead and counter this. Scry doesn't really matter here, but I will bottom that. And I think that's going to do it. I don't know what our opponent could have for a single green mana. That stops me from hitting them for 3 in the air. If they played a land, they could have the thing that gives +1/+4 in reach. That's only a temporary solution. Absolute all-star card. Just completely busted. I'm glad we changed colors for it. completely changed colors, more or less. All right, let's go ahead and run out our bomb, and this might get the concession here. I don't mind playing it either. Whew. Our opponent destroyed us in game one. I thought we were going to have a much harder time, but they just didn't hit the nut draw this time. They might be sitting on cards of colors they can't cast because of how greedy it is, but I guess they have the Centaur, so maybe not. We just went 5-0. Nice little 5-0 in our first War of the Spark draft. And not super easily either. We struggled through a lot of those matches. I don't know how we were winning without Rolesque, though. The card won basically every match. And we claim our prizes, and shaboom. Right off the bat, nice start. So I'm going to open the packs. Note that the packs on Arena don't guarantee you a Planeswalker in every pack, like in real life, but I like to do this as a little bonus and kind of wind down from the draft. Planar-wide celebration. Plus, I don't have a lot of cards on Arena from this set, so get to open some rares. Feels nice. Rowls for days. Rowl was a little bit underwhelming, but we weren't all in on the spell plan. We definitely should not have played Invade the City. It was not good in our deck. Not sure the red splash was really even worth it, to be honest. Vivian is an awesome card. Oh, give me some mythics. Give me some mythics. That's not a mythic. Krenko, also awesome card. And what do we got? Two more? Maybe. We're freezing. We're freezing on y'all. Ooh, Finale. Well, that's a mythic. Not 100% sure I wanted that one, but that is a mythic. And last one, Ajani. Two Ajanis. So, our first draft, we took a Dreadhorde Butcher and an Ajani, and then we drafted Blue, Red, Green. Panned out quite nicely, though. The deck played pretty well. It was fun, and there was a lot of stuff going on. You saw us just get crushed by people with fast starts and proliferate nonsense. The person who played Ashiok and Flux Channeler got us pretty good there. But we went straight 5-0, and I hope it was enjoyable. If you're still here, you can go ahead and subscribe below to the channel for more War of the Spark content, and let me know what you want to see somewhere down the line. We will be doing Bifrost, and I have a kind of a cool twist idea for Bifrost this time around, since the set is not based on guilds. And yeah, you can find us on Twitter at MTG_ManaRocks. So, thanks for joining me. This has been a long video. We're going to cut it short here. My name is Timothy with ManaRocks. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.